Ever wondered about the story behind the trusty spatula in your drawer, or the chef's knife that feels like an extension of your hand? These everyday heroes of our kitchens don't just appear on store shelves. They go on a fascinating journey, from a simple idea to the polished tool you rely on daily. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the incredible craftsmanship behind your favorite kitchen utensils. It's a world of fire, precision, and artistry you won't want to miss. It all starts with a spark of inspiration. A designer might think, how can we make a whisk that mixes more efficiently? Or, what's the perfect ergonomic handle for a peeler? This is the concept phase. Designers sketch, create 3D models on computers, and even 3D print prototypes. They obsess over every detail: the weight, the balance, the curve of a handle, the angle of a blade. This stage is a blend of art and science, focused on one goal: creating a tool that is not only functional but also a joy to use. They test these early models, getting feedback and making countless tweaks until the design is just right. Once the design is finalized, it's time to choose the materials. This choice is crucial. For a chef's knife, you might see high-carbon stainless steel, prized for its ability to hold a sharp edge. For a spatula, it could be heat-resistant, food-grade silicone bonded to a flexible steel core. A wooden spoon that might be crafted from durable beech, olive, or maple wood, each with its own unique grain and character. The material selection isn't just about looks, it's about performance, durability, and safety. Each material has to stand up to the heat, pressure, and repeated use of a busy kitchen. Now, for the exciting part, manufacturing. Let's take a metal utensil, like a stainless steel spoon. The process often begins with a large sheet or block of raw steel. For forging, a chunk of steel is heated in a furnace until it glows bright orange. It's then hammered into shape, either by a skilled artisan with a hammer and anvil or by a massive industrial drop hammer that pounds the metal into a die. This forging process aligns the grain structure of the steel, making it incredibly strong and durable. It's a loud, fiery, and powerful transformation. For other metal tools, a process called stamping might be used. A large press, exerting tons of force, cuts the basic shape of the spoon or spatula from a sheet of stainless steel, almost like a giant cookie cutter. This initial shape is called a blank. It's rough and flat, but the basic form is there. Whether forged or stamped, the utensil is still a long way from being finished. It has rough edges, a dull surface, and lacks the final details that make it a functional tool. Next comes the shaping and finishing. The blank goes through a series of presses and rollers that bend it into its final three-dimensional shape, breeding the bowl of the spoon or the offset angle of a fish spatula. After shaping, the real refinement begins. The utensil is tumbled with abrasive materials to smooth out any sharp edges from the stamping or forging process. Then, it's time for grinding and polishing. Workers, or sometimes robotic arms, hold the utensil against a series of grinding and buffing wheels, moving from coarse to incredibly fine grits. This is what transforms the dull, matte piece of metal into the gleaming, smooth tool you recognize. It's a meticulous process that requires a steady hand and a keen eye. What about wooden utensils? The journey starts in a sustainably managed forest. A log is selected and milled into planks. These planks are then carefully dried, or seasoned, to prevent the wood from warping or cracking later on. Once seasoned, the blanks for spoons or cutting boards are cut from the planks. A craftsman might use a bandsaw to cut the rough shape, then switch to sanders, rasps, and carving tools to refine the form. The final step is sanding, working through progressively finer grits of sandpaper until the surface is silky smooth. Finally, the wood is treated with a food-safe oil, which protects the wood and brings out the beautiful, natural grain. And we can't forget silicone tools. This process is all about molding. Pellets of raw food-grade silicone are melted down and then injection molded. This means the molten silicone is forced under high pressure into a precisely machined steel mold. It cools and solidifies in the exact shape of the spatula head or whisk coating. Often, a metal or nylon core is placed in the mold first, so the silicone bonds directly to it, creating a single, seamless, and incredibly durable tool. This method is what allows for a huge variety of shapes and vibrant colors, no matter the material. The final stage is quality control. Every single item is inspected. Is the knife blade perfectly straight? Is the silicone free of any bubbles or imperfections? Is the wooden spoon's finish completely smooth? Only the items that pass this rigorous inspection get the brand's stamp of approval, literally. A logo might be laser etched onto a knife blade or stamped into a handle. Finally, the tools are cleaned, packaged, and sent on their way to kitchens all over the world. So the next time you pick up your favorite whisk or knife, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it took to get to you. From a designer's sketch to the fiery forge, from the hands of skilled craftspeople to the final polish, each tool holds a story of innovation, precision, and passion. It is a testament to the human desire to create things that are not only useful but also beautiful. Thanks for joining us on this behind-the-scenes look at how your kitchen tools are made. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the objects that shape our world. We'll see you in the next video.